Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Sussane, thank you, Malik, for throwing some light on the association. We're certain to have a great success, and definitely we're going to be creating milestones in the luxury housing market. Now, ladies and gentlemen on the media, if you have any questions, we can start with a session where you can throw some questions, because after this we have the unveiling. So requesting the media to please, if you have some questions.
My family is my backbone, and I think that no individual can work solo. They need the support of their family for keeping them loved and keeping them, happy. When you're working, you need that backing. So yes, I think that my kids, my family, they all are my support system, and because they keep me so happy, I can contribute to better design.
What made you choose a specific profession like interior designing?
I was always very fascinated by the world of architecture and interior design from a little girl of 5. My mom used to be an interior designer, and we used to get Architectural Digest magazines to our home. And I was 5 years old going through these magazines, and I fell in love with design. And I told myself that one day I want to be a very, very important part of this world. And I think that I have, every year I have gone closer and closer to my eventual goal.
What are the best architecture pieces in the world you have ever seen, according to your opinion?
So for me, I think that my top 5 would be like Vatican City, because that is like the whole thing of the old world charm and the Renaissance and the Gothic and all of that mixed together. I think the other one would be the Eiffel Tower, because the Eiffel Tower has this excellent concept of using metal and making that metal feminine. Even though it's so big and it's so cold, it's very feminine. It's, when you think of the Eiffel Tower, you think of a woman, a beautiful woman. And then there is Frank Lloyd Wright, who I love. So in California, when I was studying there, we used to keep going to these various houses done by Frank Lloyd Wright. So there is a house called the Prairie House, and there is Falling Waters. Falling Waters is a beautiful home which they did in the 70s, where there is a natural waterfall that's coming down from beyond the upper level of the house, and it goes into a natural kind of like a pond and river. And the house is right behind this whole thing. So that's another great architect who I love. I love Antonio Citterio. He is one of my, he's an Italian architect, and he's one of my top 5, because I feel that he's done the most beautiful property in the Mandarin Oriental Hotel in Boardroom, which is again very modern, but at the same time, it's got that very warm vibe of relaxed luxury. And there is Philippe Stark, who does like the most beautiful properties all over. And I think that you can't pick, because there is so much in the world of architecture and design. I would also love to say the Taj Mahal, because I think that India, we are so lucky to have that kind of architecture, and we are, our heritage is so strong with the entire Mughal period and the Rajput period, because that influences us today. Till today, we are influenced with patterns and designs. And I think that, being a student who has had the chance to be born and brought up from India and go and study in the West, I think the combination of both these worlds have made me the designer I am. And I think that is what the exposure has contributed to my design sensibility. Yeah. Thank you.
Anybody else apart from this gentleman?
Considering your buyer profile, what kind of research that you had to put in before designing this beautiful place?
So basically, we were working on the demographics of like what is our client, what are the the age group of the families who will be staying here, and exactly like how many kids, what are the kids? Are they younger? Are they older? So firstly, we do a lot of kind of understanding of who the clients are. And once we understand what is the age group and what is their entire lifestyle, that's when we decide and we start our journey towards what are the amenities that will add value to their lives. So, so I think that was the first thing that we started off from. And then like I said before, I wanted to create, and we want to create these spaces in such a way that it is for all the five, the senses, you know, which can be, you can feel evoked, and you feel like when you enter that zone, it's the smell, it's the sound, it's the sight, all those things, and even the touch. So I think that keeping in mind these few things, we started off on the journey of designing this project. Yeah, yeah.
Anybody else?
Maybe one day in my life. Right now, no such plan, but God willing, one day maybe a design philosophy book. Yeah.
Thank you, all of you.
Thank you so much for those lovely questions, and thank you so much for being here and being a part of our, you know, introduction to this beautiful project. Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you.
I guess, ladies and gentlemen, now it's the time. We are joined by one more guest, and we have the director Chintan Seth from the Ashwin Seth Group, requesting Chintan sir to please join us for the felicitation for Sussane. Can we have the bouquet as well? Requesting Chintan to please say a few words about the association we have with Sussane.
Yeah, please. Thanks. Firstly, thank you all of you to come here today and you know, give us this opportunity to showcase what we plan coming in for Thane, especially with our association with Sussane. And we are really, really hoping that it's going to create something something special, and it's going to give Thane a bigger landmark than probably the mall we have made in the past. So that's been our hope and our endeavor. And all the best to Sussane. And thanks again, all of you, for being part of this. Thank you.
Thank you, Chintan. Ladies and gentlemen, now is the time we move forward with the grand unveiling of Sussane's design for the Seth Avalon. And we're requesting let's have center. It's okay. The unveiling is happening now. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's the unveiling of Sussane's design for the Seth Avalon. Let's have a huge round of applause. This is the amazing style. Requesting all three of you to please be in the center for the photo. Be in the center. We'll remove this. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time. We'll have now look to the walk through Seth Avalon. Requesting all three of you, requesting Sussane, Chintan and Maulik. Let's Informal ladies and gentlemen, that there is just a sneak peek of the association between Sussane and Ashwin sitting here. There's lots more which is going to come in the future. And we
So, ma'am, what do you have to say about this upcoming project of yours?
I am very excited to be a part of the Ashwin Sheth group. This is going to be one of the milestone projects of Thane city, Avalon Thane, and we are proud to introduce amenities and lifestyle, design, which we are creating very specially for the families of this beautiful building and this beautiful development. And I think that along with Maulik and Meera Sheth, the vision of their, of what they are wanting to keep in mind, and with Charcoal Project coming together, it's a great association, and we are very excited about taking this to actually convert into reality. Yeah. I think सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट होना चाहिए कि वो फीलिंग जो फैमिली जो वहाँ पे रह रही है, या जो डेवलपमेंट या जो रेस्टोरेंट जो भी है, जो भी वो जगह के अंदर जो आ रहे हैं, उनको जो फीलिंग हो रहा है वो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट है कि उनको क्या महसूस हो रहा है कि जब वो आए वहाँ पे. तो मेरा पूरा डिज़ाइन फ़िलासफ़ी एक चीज़ है कि आई नीड टू मेक श्योर दैट हुएवर इज़ गोइंग टू बी देयर हैज़ टू फील वेरी refreshed, energetic, excited. So the important thing about design is that one should keep in mind what are the people or what are the families you are designing for, and then from that you keep making the journey of the design style.
Also, you have designed many other projects, so how
Yeah.
different it is?
It will be very new because we are trying out a lot of new things here. We are trying to mix products, and we are trying new design for our lighting concepts. We are trying new design for various, furniture and objects of art. So there will be a lot of new design here. I'm not going to tell you everything because there's no fun then.
अभी जो भी रिसेंटली डिजाइन हुए हैं आपके यहाँ पे, जो मुंबई में हुए, कांजूरमार्ग में, जो थाने में हुए, तो क्या मुंबई के बाहर भी देखने को मिलेंगे हमें?
मुंबई के बाहर डिज़ाइन किधर? जी मुझे समझ में नहीं आया. हाँ, ये तो थाने में है ना, तो मुंबई के बाहर है. हम भी बहुत पुणे में किए हैं, एंड वी डन इन दिल्ली. तो हम काफ़ी कर रहे हैं. बाय द ग्रेस ऑफ गॉड, आई थिंक आई एम वेरी लकी. वी गॉट अ वेरी गुड बैंक ऑफ क्लाइंट्स and good people and good families that we are working with.
And also that today is Amir Khan's birthday, so what do you have to wish?
I think it's not my place to wish on that. Okay, thank you. Bye.